Alright, hello everyone. I go by the nickname Rattlehead and I'm the lead designer for Rattlesnake Games. And today we're going to talk a little bit about our upcoming project, Bastards and Bandits, the tactical Wild West role-playing game. So before we get into the specifics of what's special about Bastards and Bandits, what are some of the ideas we have for mechanics, and why you should even care really about this project, why you should be interested. I'm going just to give you a quick rundown of why I even decided to start this project. Well, to not make it a long story, but a quick one, I'm just a game master for my friend group, and I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And as every game master does, I wanted to make my own RPG system. So I figured, why the hell not? And that's how the project started. So what are some of the goals? What are some of the qualities that Bastards and Bandits will have? So it's supposed to be rules light. The combat's supposed to be tactical, but relatively simple. It's nothing like you would see. It's nothing on the level, let's say. You probably don't know this RPG, but this one, not as complex as this one. It's called Hiroshima. It's a Polish RPG. I love it to death, but it's kind of complicated, and it's very it's very unfriendly towards the game master when it comes to preparations, all that. But I still love it. It's great. So it's supposed to be the opposite of that, and what I mean by that is that it's actually supposed to help the GM prepare the campaign and not fight him, right? And it's also meant to be easy to modify, easy to learn, and easy to teach. And as I mentioned earlier, easy to prep. So the goal is for the game master to have a relatively easy time when it comes to writing out the campaign and preparing NPCs, all that, all the prep work that goes into it. So let's go into what inspires this RPG. What are some of the inspirations? So as I showed earlier, we have the Hiroshima RPG, which to be honest, its involvement in terms of mechanics will be rather minimal. Also the Alien RPG by Free League, and more specifically the stress system from it. And the biggest inspiration is, of course, Cyborg, which I have right here, by the way. Well, to give you a quick rundown of my adventure with Cyborg, I just went to a convention. I saw it and I thought, hey, it looks cool. Why the heck not? I guess I can buy a new RPG. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised. It's very easy to pick up and very easy to modify, very easy to teach the players, and also the character creation is very, very quick. Unlike in this one, where you need at least an hour to create your character. If the players are new, of course. I guess if they're a little bit more advanced, then it goes by quicker. But character creation in this is very long. So yeah, Cyborg is the main inspiration for Bastards and Bandits. That being said, it probably won't be. I don't think it will be a Mork Borg clone because of how different I plan to make the basic test rolls and combat, so it will be similar in spirit, not in mechanics. As for all the movies, games, the main inspiration were the manga Greenblood, the Lucky Luke, both the comics and the movies, especially Daisy Town. I love that movie. Also, all kinds of Western movies like the Dollars Trilogy or Appaloosa, all kind of good stuff, and Call of Juarez Gunslinger. This game, inspires me so much to make this system. Like, oh man, especially some of the skills that will be in the game. They are straight ripped up from this game. I love it. It's awesome. It's a great Western shooter. You should try it by getting sidetracked. So as for the art, we've got a great artist that works with us. He's an actor. You have some of his works here, and you can check him out on Twitter or X. But be warned, he does quite a lot not safe for work art, so you've been warned. View at your own risk. And now let's talk a little bit about the mechanics. So the way you will do tests is with a bunch of D6s, but they will be subdivided into two categories. You'll have your main dice. You will always have 3 main dice, so it's better for them to be either bigger or a different color from the rest of the dice, or both. So for example, you can use like 3 red dice, and for your stress dice you probably want to use smaller dice because you'll have more of them, considerably more of them. So yeah, I have, like, for example, these orange smaller dice. You'll have anywhere ranging from 0 to, I don't know. There are many, and the main mechanic is as follows. So you roll your 3 main dice, and you have to have 2 rolls which are either equal or higher the target number, right? So for example, if the difficulty level is, let's say, 4, then you have to have at least 2 4s, or a 4 and a 5, or 5 5 or 6 6 on the main dice, so you pass the test. However, these stress dice come with. As the stress of your character increases, so does the number of stress dice, and every time you roll for some kind of skill check, you also roll these stress dice, and these generally don't do anything unless you land either on a 1 or a 6. So if you rolled a 1, well, then you failed the test regardless of what the result on the main dice is. However, if you roll a 6, then you can improve the result on one of your dice by 1, and it can be any dice. It can be both the main dice and the stress dice. So if you roll, for example, 1 1 and 1 6, you can use the 6 to turn this one into a 2. So that's like the main mechanic for skill checks. I still don't know if it's going to be, if the increase of one of your dice by 1 will be if you roll 1 6, or if you roll 2 6s. We still need to test that out, because I kind of fear that if it's only on 1/6, it might be too strong, and I want the stress dice to be detrimental to your character. We'll see, maybe it's enough. And you also need some basic dice set for the game, for damage rolls, just like in Cyborg. Like you remember probably, all the different weapons have their damage expressed in different kinds of dice. So if I remember correctly, the 9mm pistol had damage on this D6. And you also need a pack of playing cards for initiative. And I don't want to spoil, but there's a little bit of shenanigans with the initiative in Bastards and Bandits. Right, so what's the plan? What's the development plan? So I want first to have all the basic rules ready. So the rules for tests, character creation, combat. I think I'll slot into this as well horse riding. And also some basic campaigns. So this will be like kind of this introductory an introductory version to Bastards and Bandits. And after that, I don't know, maybe I'll put it on itch.io. We'll see. First I need to get it ready. I need to get the art for it. I need to format it. I need to do all that development stuff. And after that, we will make more modules, for example, character generators, or campaign generators, setting, mission generators, all that, like in Cyborg. Like you remember, there was this mission generator, and probably a set of battle maps, because I always hate it when an RPG doesn't provide the GM with ready-made battle maps. So yeah, that will be something that will be available for you in Bastards and Bandits. And yeah, after that we'll see when the final version of Bastards and Bandits will be ready. But I hope I piqued your curiosity. If so, then please like, comment, and subscribe. It really would mean the world to me. And yeah, with that being said, I don't want to make this video too long. So see you next time where I talk a little bit more specific about the game. So see ya. Have a nice day.